Okay, we'll talk to you later, little boy. We're going to talk to your friends and family now. We can go park up there in the shade a little bit further, and they're all coming through here now. We just yeah. Penny, what? RC in the Netherlands in the World Birdwatch. Yeah. Reed dwelling birds. Hello, RC. There's Norman across there now. He was one of the ones shaking this whole thing. Yes, there are. I expect there should be some bishops, weavers, canaries. Who else would be in the reeds? Maybe tits. Of course, there are the crakes. I don't know if there are any gallinules here. That's Ryan, he's just come in now. I think, yeah, must be Ryan. Look, he's digging. He's going to dig, try and get some cool sand to begin with. I wonder if he's going to try and get water. Yeah. The standing water that you see, or that we see, first of all, it might be a little bit warm, but also it's kind of dirty and muddy. It has sediment. Elephants are very fussy about the water that they drink, so they will rather dig for the water away from the standing water. There he's just kicking out some of the sand. We really need to be further that side. Other one also digging just behind them. Hands up so they can hear them. At the moment I don't have to dig very deep at all because the surface, the water, the water table itself, as you can see with the water standing, it's not very deep. But as we go into the dry season, it's going to get the water table sinks, and then they have to dig a little bit deeper. Come to me, little boy. No, not interested. Beautiful shot there with that reflection. Hello Sandra. How and where do Ellies sleep? Well, generally they don't really sleep. Look, I know that's good. Finish now. He was resting. Finish now. That's how quick they sleep. Sandra, Sometimes during the heat of the day they will rest up under a tree in the shade when it's really, really hot. But by resting is they relax all their muscles, their trunk sort of goes floppy on the ground, and they might sort of close their eyes for a few minutes, but that is what sleep is for an elephant, just a few minutes rest. The youngsters will lie down and sleep, closed eye sleep, because they get tired as they little ones. But elephants, the type of digestive system that they have, need to be constantly processing food, whether they are constantly selecting their food. So they don't really sleep. They still move around during the night, they still feed during the night. How they sleep? Well, it's very difficult for an adult elephant to lie down. There's a younger bull coming into the water, to this hole that's been dug. Generally they lock their knees and their ankles and their wrists, and they just say, see how he's standing? Looks exactly like that, but now he's stirring again. Stirring as awakening. He's having a bit of a nap, he's having a bit of a rest, lifting the weight off of the foot. When that trunk goes on the sort of gets very, very slack and just rests on the ground, the head drops a little bit, and it's just a method to lay down, and well, the equivalent of having a bit of a cat nap. So you're going to come and say hello. Eat some pie. 2 little stands. That. Sedge grass. RC, getting back to reed nesting, reed dwelling. Such beautiful life. She's a pretty girl. That one on the left. She's actually, I suppose, looks like she's got a bit of mascara on because her eye's been eating. Her right eye. Quite a pretty elephant. Let's see that tree. The size of that tree. Elaine, hello. Welcome to our drive. Elaine was asking if you can tell an elephant's age by the size of their tusk. One of those times where definitely not. Oh, wait, I could notice something. This little one lost the tip of its tongue. Putting its trunk in bigger one's mouth.
Yeah, that trunk was lost. A snare or something.
Yeah, I've seen it. We had a couple that came in from Kruger and Zuma. I've got 1 or 2 at home that I see, and even up in East Africa, several, even some that have only got a foot or 2 left of their trunk. It is very sad how they can lose it, but he seems to be doing okay. If anything, he doesn't need to grab anything with the tip of the trunk. He just has to push it into his mouth. I can remember an Ellie in Tanzania, in Salou, that had lost the tip of its trunk, and to pick up marulas, it would load them at the end of each nostril. It would load like 3 to 5 in each marulas, and then like a pea shooter, shoot them into his mouth. They adapt. It is a handicap. It can no longer grab individual leaves, but it can still manipulate branches, it can still manipulate grasses. I've seen an elephant that's lost the tip of its trunk, even using its foot to roll things onto the, to curl the end of its trunk and roll things with its foot onto the curl of its trunk. So they're not entirely handicapped, they're not entirely useless. She's been crying. You might see her rubbing her eye. I wish she had something in her eye. Her left eye hasn't been leaking. The temporal gland isn't leaking. But then you want to come behind us and we decided not to. I kind of got you with yes, you did. See that smile again? And my Efron was also good to do trying to get me. No. Brian says he doesn't like him anymore. Must be because of the elephant.
Brian? Hi. You got to see leopard.